Ooh,
Whoops.
fucking train.
All right, we're live on the YouTube and Twitch. It is official. And on time.
Shit. All right, 7:30, boys and girls and
All right, we're live on
Whoever's
the
out there.
YouTube
Whoever's
and
out there.
Twitch. It is
All right.
official.
let me go here.
on
Make
time.
sure it's not. All right, 7:30, boys and girls and.
I did this thing to my mic. I adjusted it, so now it's like right in front of my face. And I love it.
It's very chic of you.
Well, it's like how you're supposed to do if you're talking on the radio or something.
Yeah.
You know? It was always been at a weird angle. I finally figured it out. I adjusted it, so now it's
Are
like
you
right
ready?
in front of my face.
Yeah.
And I love
All
it.
right, we ready, Twitch? Let's fucking get it.
Chic of you.
Well, it's like how you're supposed to do if you're talking on the radio. I can hear myself, though.
Yeah. Nope.
You know?
That's.
It was always been at a weird angle. I finally figured it out.
Classic.
Are you ready?
Okay.
Okay. All right. Live for realsies. Dude, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we appreciate that. My name is Mark,
And I'm Vic.
and we are To Live and Talk in LA.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Feels good.
It's still hot.
It is. Is it?
It's still hot. Well, I mean, right now, according to my watch, it's 81 degrees outside, which means it's probably 90 in my place.
You know, I'm on the west side now, so
Yeah.
I can't relate.
And my light went out in the back, which is nice because it doesn't affect at least what I'm seeing now. Well, it's hot, dude.
It's hot.
I don't know. You told me off the air. I know it's off the record, but you're wearing sweats.
I'm wearing sweats in my house right now with the AC on,
Yeah.
just for the show, really. I haven't been using the AC because I don't really need to out here. You know, I've always been a Valley boy, and I've talked about it, and I've been like, nah, you know, at the west side, those people are, who knows, man, what they are. They're a mess. But you know what? Now that I'm here, I'm kind of digging it, dude. It's starting to settle in. And it really starts with the weather.
Around the house, are you a sweats person by default? Do you wear your pants or do you wear basketball shorts? What do you do?
I'm mostly a basketball shorts person. If it's winter, I'll put on some sweats just to try it out, you know? But I don't really get cold. I run hot. So even in the winter, I could be chilling in shorts pretty much with the windows closed, you know?
I walk around in my underwear.
Wow, you're one of those.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's cool.
Dude, I'm
I
wearing-
want to be like that.
Oh, why don't you?
I don't know. I just feel weird.
You lived by yourself for X amount of years and you didn't do that? I'm taking
No.
off my pants, dude.
You should.
Honestly, yeah, I'm taking off my pants.
There's
Jeez,
something liberating
hot,
about
dude.
not wearing pants.
I'm taking off my pants for the show right now.
Wow. It's coming
That's,
off.
Buckle up, everybody. The pants is coming off.
I wish we had one of those soundboards for that, like, da-na-na-na, like that
Yeah.
big, like, you know, the band. Take it off.
YouTube will ban it.
Yeah, YouTube.
They'll mute us. Oh, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not wearing pants, dude. I will walk around in just my underwear, no shirt, just my underwear, and it's kind of nice.
I did that last week. It was fine. I was also wearing boxers though, which I think I flew too high. You know what I mean? I think if I just wore what I usually wear, which is boxer briefs, I would have felt more in control. But I was wearing boxers, which are a lot of airflow, a lot of freedom, and no pants. I was like, this is too crazy. I just got called out in the chat, by the way. With that accent, you'll always be a Valley boy. Well, all right, maybe that's fair enough.
I am just doing the show pantsless, and I'm kind of like feeling liberated right now.
That's what the big heads do, dude. Like, if you're in the studio, fuck it. Just wear whatever you want.
Like, do you sleep in? What do you sleep in? Let's get sexy here. What do you sleep in?
Usually a largish, soft T-shirt. I have a entire drawer of clothes that are soft enough to sleep in. Okay, they've been vetted for years, by the way. You don't just end up in this drawer. Okay, it's like a competition every year to see which shirts are going to end up in the sleep clothes drawer. Whatever. Anyways, besides that, some basketball shorts.
Nah, dude. just in my underwear.
Really?
Yeah, just
Wait,
in my
no
underwear. Dude.
shirt?
No shirt.
Wow.
I went through a phase of
Wow.
trying to sleep naked for about a week.
I can't do that, dude.
And
No
I
way.
I didn't like that. It's like Icarus. You're flying too close to the sun. All it takes is one loose one to just let it rip, and you're done, dude.
Yeah, that's the honest truth. You know, you just never know what's gonna happen, dude. You know,
Yeah,
you have a really good
it's
dream, you just ruined your sheets. You know, you need a line of defense
yeah.
in between.
And so I don't do that, but I sleep in my underwear, no matter how cold it is. Obviously, if it's hot, it's hot.
Yeah.
Um, so we played D&D, not to brag,
Wow.
and
That is a
one
brag to
time,
me because I
yeah,
think
it
that's
is a
awesome.
brag.
Okay.
And there was a State of the Union team call that we had to do or something like, and it was late. It was just Javi and Carlos drunk, and they wanted to talk about D&D. And I got a text message like, "Are you up?" Because it was about midnight or 1 a.m.
Wow.
And when you get a text like that, you're thinking the worst.
Something
'Cause
terrible has happened. Yeah.
we weren't just texting randomly about memes or something. It was just, "Hey, like, you up?" And I said, "Yeah, what's good?" And then I get a "call me."
Oh my God.
And I said, "Okay." And then I get a FaceTime call, and I'm waking up in bed. You know, I got the sleepy
You
eyes.
can't FaceTime me in bed, dude. I'm not
Hongshu.
taking it. Yeah.
And I pick up, and the reaction was, "Dude, you're naked?" I'm like, "No, I'm in bed. I'm sleeping." And it was such an odd reaction to have, because I'm in bed and you guys called me or you wanted to talk.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fucking put on a shirt. And
I'm not
it
getting
became a
dressed for
discussion
you.
of it became a discussion of how do you sleep like that? It's cold. And I said, you get under a blanket and you're fine.
That's what
It's
the
not a
blanket's
big deal.
for. Yeah.
Sleeping in the underwear is the only way to go.
I
See,
sleep with the legs sticking out because I need to get I need something touching the cold air. If I'm all under the blanket, I cannot sleep that way. So I need like either a blanket with a hole in it or to be on the edge. You know, I could never be a middle slot in a bed. Not that I'm having threesomes or whatever. But if we all fell asleep, I have to be on the edge.
yeah,
I've just learned that about myself.
sleeping on the edge, huh?
I have to sleep on the edge, dude. I spend a lot of my time on the edge. Apparently, who knew?
In the
So,
chat,
anyways, go on. Yeah, sorry.
yeah. We have a mod here, start sucking. All right. We have someone policing it, and it says underwear, maybe a t-shirt. And then another person says, afraid of sleeping naked because of earthquakes, can't run out naked.
That happens
But
to
you're not,
people.
you're not going to run out immediately during an earthquake.
That happened to my mom.
What?
Oh, you want me to explain? Well, the Northridge earthquake.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
The Northridge earthquake
Okay.
happened. You know, I was alive. I was young, but apparently, I don't know if she was naked. I don't know what the story is, but she was sleeping in comfortable clothes that were, not street appropriate. And that earthquake came, and I think my dad had to run in and get her some clothes or something because it was, you can't just be out there exposed. That's a real concern in California.
Yeah, it is. But also, when the earthquake happens, you're not running out the door. You wait in your place until it stops moving.
I don't know. I mean, depends how bad. I mean, I don't know. It depends on your house layout. Because if you could just run out and get onto the street in like 10 seconds, I probably would.
Mm-hmm.
No?
I mean, I feel like you'd let it settle before you go out, and then
Yeah.
who knows, expose power lines.
What if it's like really long though? If it's shaking for like, because if you get under a table and then it just like keeps going, like it feels really long, maybe you just gotta get the fuck out of there. It's a flight or flight scenario.
Mm-hmm.
You need to fight
Wait,
the earthquake.
how old were you when the Northridge earthquake happened? It was 94.
I think I was 2. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, yeah, my mom, they just ran out the house. And, my dad, when he was running over to get me, to run me out of the house during the earthquake, I think, he slipped and his knee hit some glass. He's a scar from that. So this is,
Shit.
pretty intense. Comes out, baby in hand, bleeding down the leg with
Yeah.
like a blanket or something. A real man's man.
What I remember was I was sleeping and my dad picked
You
me up.
remember it?
I remember being picked up and the house shaking hard.
Yeah.
I remember that. And I remember just trying to sleep through it because I was really tired. And my dad, I think, was freaking out, but he was just trying
Sure.
to, like, things are falling over. And I was just hanging there drunk, like deep sleep. knocked out.
That was a pretty crazy earthquake. A brick wall came down on my mom's station wagon, dude. Just took it out.
Really?
KO. Yeah.
Hmm.
Maybe that's why they were getting the hell out of that building. The walls are coming down. I don't know. I don't know what the condition of that place is now. Earthquakes are scary.
They are.
They are.
I think so.
I don't know what I would do, actually. I haven't been in a big one in a while. I don't have one of those preparedness kits they all say we should have. I have a table, but I don't trust it. If I'm in my computer room, I'm okay because I trust this table. But everywhere unless a house, I don't know. And I'm not getting to the street. So this is a real conundrum.
Yeah. I had an earthquake preparedness kit, and then I got lazy and I started snacking out of it because I didn't want to get up. So now I have no earthquake preparedness kit.
You still have like a towel and a pair of shoes in there, right? That's all. That's like the base needs.
No, I got rid of the kit. I said, well,
Oh.
like this huge case is essentially irrelevant, so it's probably holding, I don't know, my my old hentai porn.
Are you seeing this? The chat. It's relevant to you.
No, I'm not seeing it.
It says,
Read
I'll
it to
read
me.
it. Stephanie DL. We forgot the Guatemalan at the apartment. She was only an infant, and my parents forgot they had a whole ass baby. So, hey man, even earthquake can even scare a mom into forgetting her kids. You know,
Yeah.
it's real.
Well, that's the true, fight or flight, right? You will freak out, and you really have to get your bearings. Also, I mean, to be fair, in defense of the Guatemalan's parents, like the baby is still new. You're building muscle memory of having a baby.
Yeah,
You,
you've lived your whole life without this baby.
and all of a sudden, in 6 months, I'm supposed to remember to pick you up. I don't.
Yeah.
That doesn't really work for me. Like you got to give it like at least a year of muscle memory to pick up your kid.
Got to put in your time, baby.
So I mean, I'm kind of defending the parents there.
That's a very mature stance from you, I suppose.
I know it's well. I mean, I see both sides. Speaking of which, you can't bring your cat out, but like it's 2024, and I mean, I know we have to have PSAs because people are still dumb enough to leave their animals and babies in hot cars.
Yeah.
It's yeah, I don't really know how to really, because it's a tale as old as time. I can't think of a sign really working on those people. Like they're going to fry their kids or their pets because they don't know. I don't know how that really works. Light went on. I'm being haunted.
Some people believe in that. You know, if a light goes on, something starts flickering. It's like a strange. It could be a Stranger Things situation as well. You should look into that.
Yeah, it's Morse codes of them saying send nudes.
Yeah, if a light starts flickering in your house, the only thing you can do is stare at it for a long time and try to translate what it's saying. You know, people think there's no magic in the world. It's because we're just not looking hard enough.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm really jealous of people who are very MacGyver-ish. Like, I mean, in season 1 of Stranger Things, spoiler alert, Will is in the stranger place. What is it called?
The
Upside
upside
world.
down.
And Winona Ryder notices. By the way, Winona Ryder's still a bae.
Truly, actually, I think I saw a picture of her last week in something. Or I don't know what, and I was like, wow, how's she
Still
doing
got
that?
it. But for her to make a Ouija board with Christmas lights, I mean, I know that's my kid in the upside down world, but I'm like, we got to find an easier way to communicate here because I'm not gonna
Yeah.
fucking put the alphabet up there and then use the lights to do it. It's just not gonna happen.
You know, especially after like decorating your house and like putting things all where they need to be, I think I'm just gonna hang a bunch of lights on the wall and with paper. It's crazy. Anybody going to her house thinks she's a mad person. That would keep me. Just the shame of people seeing that and being like, "What's wrong with this man?" would keep me from finding my child in that situation because I couldn't do it, dude.
The shame.
The shame of looking like you're a psycho, you know, with some weird connected letters on your wall. But that's just me. I don't know, you know.
That's why I knew I always had a thing for bad girls because I remember as a kid the news story of Winona Ryder being arrested for shoplifting, and I was like, I like that.
You were into it.
Yeah, I was into it early. Like I was like, I don't know when that story was. Well, let's Google it. Winona Ryder.
Is that like one of those things where if they're attractive, it's cool. If they're not, you got to call HR.
Yeah. It was in 2001. Not too bad. I thought it was like earlier, but kind of gives you a little bit of street cred.
Yeah, she's like up there with Martha Stewart now.
Like shoplifting. What was the most expensive thing you've shoplifted?
I can't even remember the last, like, I can't even remember, like, stealing something. I stole a little bag when I was a kid that had Donald Duck on it. And my mom got mad at me and made me go take it back to the store and talk to the manager. So I was, like,
Whoa.
shook after that. I was like, oh, my God. Okay, this is bad. I stole a pen from the airport one time to do Sudoku.
Uh-huh.
That's all. That's about it, though. It's pretty light, you know? I have a pretty clean record.
I've stolen candy. I think that's the biggest ticket item. Like I'm too much. I remember stealing from 7-Eleven.
Yeah, I just paid for things.
Candy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a big shoplifter. Like I just,
Yeah.
it's. I mean, we all know my big goal in life is to be wrongfully accused of shoplifting, and I can't be wrongfully accused now if I'm actually shoplifting. That's the
Yeah.
that goes against the dream I have, which is I need to be wrongfully accused. That's
Maybe you should start pretending to be shoplifting, though. That way you can at least get closer to your dreams, you know?
oh, dude.
'Cause if you just go around being like just clean, normal guy, they're never gonna blame you for anything.
Didn't I tell you about the time when I did a self checkout at an Apple store?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I needed a cable, and at the Apple store, you can actually download the app and you can check yourself out using your phone. And I remember doing it, and I remember, I remember looking over my shoulder as I scanned it. You know, like kind of like made it slick. I paid for it, and I looked over my shoulder again, and I just pocketed it, in hopes that someone saw it.
And nothing.
Nothing. Nothing.
I don't think the Apple Store is about that though.
No, there are people. When I worked there, there's security guards, but there's also an undercover.
They do that at Best Buy
roaming
too,
there.
actually. That they look for that stuff.
I mean, I want that. I want that in my life. I stole someone's heart.
Wow,
So
that's a big one.
Shoplifting, yeah, like that's stealing hearts and hymens.
What a champ, you know. Those come in limited supply, dude. So well done.
Man, this chat's popping off, dude. People are in Atlanta, hot Atlanta.
Damn. Look at
Like,
that.
I
We're
just-
spread. Our influence is spreading, dude. You love to see it.
Have you been to Atlanta?
I've never been.
No. Hot Atlanta?
Have you?
No. I want to go just to see. Just to say I've been to Magic City.
Yeah, I mean, I think I could be into it if somebody like invited me. If I had a reason to go, you know. Sure.
Well, I mean, the expectations are high when you have Welcome to Atlanta where the players play.
that does set the bar pretty high. They came in hot.
Ludacris.
Hmm.
You got Luda. You got Jermaine Dupri.
Apparently, it's horrible right now. So we'll go. We'll wait till next season.
Horrible as in weather.
I don't know. I'm just reading the chat. It says we hear is horrible right now. So pretty bad now. Apparently.
Yeah. Dude, we're missing. The one thing there's a couple things going on in life right now around us. I mean, we know Joe Biden dropped out of the presidential race. That's
That is
kind of
a
a
big
big
one.
deal. But we're missing Comic Con. I think is the
It's a
main
larger
thing I want to
issue.
walk away with. The larger
Yeah.
issue. Have you? Comic Con is a fucking cool place. I mean, I went to Anime Expo,
Yeah.
and by the way, I think anime is the Japanese propaganda made to brainwash our children into dressing them as women. But that's besides the point. I
Interesting
do.
take. Okay.
Yeah, Comic Con is pretty fucking chill.
Comic-Con is cool.
It's good times. And it's more so just being in San Diego. Like I'm not like I can do the con in 1 day, 1.5 days, but I like being in San Diego because you feel the event of Comic Con lingering out into the bars,
feel the
and into
buzz.
restaurants. That's cool, man. I'm bummed out. I'm missing that.
Yeah, I would think San Diego's like when there's a big event there, you can tell the difference. I feel like in LA, there's kind of always stuff going on. So it's, I mean, you can tell when there's like something huge, but like it's just like that area gets so busy, but then around there you can't tell too much after that. I went to the Comic-Con in LA, which is not the same, but I did think it was pretty cool. I had a good time. It was cheap, but I would go.
I love panels. It made me think of panels because they have
go
to
to
be
the
the
panel?
worst. No, I want to go there just for like the cringe,
Yeah.
Because I think there's no way in the world actors love doing that. There's probably like, for every one actor that loves doing a panel,
Yeah.
there's 20 that hate it because they'll ask the stupidest fucking questions. The one that was burned in my memory, I don't know. Did you watch Dexter?
The newer show Dexter, not Dexter's Lab, right?
No, 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 no. Like the serial killer, not
No, I did not
Dexter's
watch Dexter.
Laboratory.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dexter's Laboratory with the mom with the fat ass. No, not that one. We're talking about
remember.
Dexter, a serial killer.
Mm-mm.
And I remember it got to the Q&A, the panel, and someone went up and had the balls and the audacity to ask, "What was the scariest scene you've ever filmed?" And it took Michael C. Hall, who played Dexter, it was probably like the longest 10 seconds for him to register in his mind because when you're filming the show, it's probably like the least sexiest thing you're ever doing, which is there's 40 people on set at the minimum. There's like huge lights that are making you sweat,
It's a whole thing.
and you have to act scared. And I don't think there's anything scary. And I feel like the true answer is this is fucking acting. It's Hollywood. Shut the fuck up and sit down.
Yeah,
But
pass.
Yeah, pass, nerd. But he humored the question, and he answered it, and he had to make up some whole jumbled word about like how he had to just be in blood, and I was like, I could feel the cringe right there,
Yeah.
and I love that. I want to see a kind of a compilation of cringe questions, and I want a reality show of job interviews. That's what I want in my life. I feel like those would be a really good
Job
watch.
interviews, like just candid videos of job interviews, or
Yeah,
like
I
a
think-
prank show.
No, 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 no. I want legit. Like we always talk about first dates. I think job interviews are the most interesting thing ever because we all. It's just like dating. It's the same thing. You're saying the right things, and we all know why we're really there. Like we're here to fuck, and I'm talking about work. No, like yeah, I'm here to fuck bad bitches at work. No, like but you're here to make money, and like the last job is shit. It's not paying as much, and you guys are gonna pay me about 5% more. I'm gonna go ahead and interview
I'm
you.
willing to do it. Yeah.
That's the whole thing. But instead, we have to come up with this whole thing of I saw your company's mission statement, and I was just inspired because I feel like I could be a culture ad and really contribute to the big picture of what your company's North Star is. It's all fucking weird nonsense that we're saying, but I love it. And then because even after like I don't know if you've had to interview somebody, but
Not in a long time.
you are looking for you're looking for people who can kind of like dress up the answer, which is like, hey, like here's the answer, like we know, but we need to kind of like give it a little fluff and pizzazz, and then give it a little show, and
Zhuzh it
just-
up.
yeah, zhuzh it up and pat on the ass and put it out on stage, and it's always good because some people just can't do it. People can't do it, and it's I've seen people
don't have
cry in interviews.
Oh my God, it's not that serious. I mean, maybe
No,
it is. They need it, I guess, like that bad, but it's a bad look. You're not gonna get the job. Sorry. Job interviews are tough, man. Wait, can you hear my cats fighting in the background, or can you not hear it?
I cannot hear your pussies. No.
Okay. Yeah. Calm down. She's literally right here, losing her. They're fuming. Anywho, yeah, that would be interesting. I saw a Nathan Few episode where he was in somebody's ear when they were job interviewing, and I thought it was pretty fun. It was kind of the reverse though, where he was like the worst interviewer ever or something like that.
Yeah.
But I think that's a space we can tap into, dude. We're doing reality shows about everything else. Why not?
Yeah, we're doing like I want a
Everything's
straight
there.
up job interview. Yeah, like I mean like different fields because how you interview at the at a Starbucks is going to be different than how you interview at a tech company versus how you interview to drill holes and get for fracking. Like it just that's life, and I want to see those interviews play out because it's actually one of the most interesting things because we are constantly lying in those interviews.
Oh, all the time. I've been seeing these cover letters my girlfriend's writing for these jobs, and I'm like, oh my God. And I don't want to be like a Scrooge and be like, you got to dial this back, but sometimes she gets very creative because you have to nowadays, It's like every cover letter is different too. It's tough.
All
Man.
right. Think about your resume right now, and this is for everyone listening. What is the biggest lie on your resume?
Not too bad. I did fluff off some of the responsibilities that I've had at my last job though.
Okay.
I always try to make my last job seem like I'm doing more than I am. So, it's like oh, you're putting away paper in a copy machine, you can call that like machine operational maintenance or something, right? It's just stuff like that. It's just cranking it up 30%.
Inventory specialist.
Yeah, of course. Someone's got to do
All right.
this stuff.
Biggest lie on a resume is Excel proficient.
That's true. Depends who you ask, because I do have that on there, and I'm like, you never know.
Well, because what is proficient? Because like
Pretty baseline,
I mean
I think.
that right there is the key word, which is proficient.
Yeah.
Because I know how to open up a spreadsheet.
You're not bad with a spreadsheet, right? You can do stuff.
I can put things in rows. I can put things in columns. I can delete the rows and columns. I have to Google formulas.
Yeah, okay. But you will figure it out though. You will get there, right?
Yeah.
Some
Is that-
people
is
they
that
just look at it. Well, I guess that they're not proficient though. They don't even know what they're doing. Because sometimes you
Yeah.
show someone a spreadsheet and it has something basic on there, and they're looking at you like you're a wizard, and I'm just like, this is just boxes,
Yeah.
Yeah, I sorted it, a certain way, but it's pretty chill.
Oh my God! Speaking of panels, when for all the nerds, Blizzard had that panel. They launched Diablo on mobile, and the question was, "Is this a joke?"
They've had a couple tough ones too, where there's the other one that says you think you know what you want but you don't or whatever, and I was like blew up in his face. Blizzard, man, just swinging and missing out there,
But see, like that shows they hired a good person to go up there and spin it, because there's no way in hell they thought that was going to go good. And I've seen keynotes where the person just absolutely shook, and they have a good product. And it's like, I don't know, like they just flew him in and like last minute because 3 people called out, and now you got to give the speech. And those people are ill prepared, so anything that goes wrong will go wrong. These people put out a shitty product, and then they had to spin it in real time, and they had to eat shit on stage. I'm like, yo, I would do it. Pay me a shit ton of money. I will be the shit eater for Blizzard.
Well, they have their developers and stuff up there. They'll have a guy who's announcing it all, and he's very charismatic and good at talking, and then they hand it off to the nerds, and it's like, oh boy, we don't know where this is gonna go. Sometimes it's great too. There was the one for Baldur's Gate 3. They did a really good job. They went through all the developers were into it. Very cool. You just don't know what you're gonna get, dude.
Here's another lie on the resume. Always on time, punctual.
Nobody's always on time. I don't care what you say.
So you're not on time?
No.
Are you always late?
I'm late 5 minutes to everything.
Really?
Pretty much.
You've made that decision in life. You're always late. What are you doing for that? You're always 5 minutes late to?
Well, it depends. Now I plan for things better. But when I was at my last job, you're taking meetings. Everybody's always trying to steal all your time. When you work in an office, you're helping people doing training stuff. They're just always trying to leech your fucking time with dumb questions, So it's you're like, all right, I gotta go, and they're like, oh, okay, just one more thing, and it takes forever. It's like, why are you doing this? It's other people's disrespect that make me 5 minutes late, Because I consider myself a decent planner, but it's just hard.
Yeah. Another lie. I love this job. That's a good one.
That's true. I'm so excited to work here. Work culture stuff. It's unless they have a really dope snack section in the kitchen, I don't really buy this work, culture thing, but it's okay.
Well, according to CNBC, 55.4% of people lie about previous work experience.
Wow. Just outright lying.
Yeah.
Or I wonder if it's like me, just tuning it up a little bit.
I mean, that's lying about work experience. You're in that threshold. 43% of people lie about skills. Proficient in Excel.
That's a slippery slope, though. Yeah.
If you're not proficient, you're lying.
Yeah, but it just depends who you ask. Again, I think I'm proficient, but if you take me to some dude who works on those every day and just writes formulas off top, he would probably be like, "This guy sucks."
Dude, people could program porn on Excel. It's crazy. All the things you could actually do in Excel. You could power a spaceship. I'm struggling to put a drop down with a toggle that's a checkbox.
Don't you feel fancy after that? You do a checkbox row or a formula that adds things up. It's whoa.
You're like, dude, no man should have this power. Honestly, that's fucking.
I got a spreadsheet right now with multiple tabs. It's got some colored boxes and like six
Yeah.
different formulas that all add up to different rows. And I'm like, I'm a fucking beast, dude. I feel like a hot shot.
Yeah. 41% of people lie about college degree or equivalent.
That seems like a bad idea too. I think that and language skills is like not good to lie about.
Yeah.
Then you're in trouble.
I feel like lying about that one is, well, I mean, I don't like the whole college required thing anyway. I feel like it's vindicated the fact that I've dropped out of college. Because like honestly, like I'm not operating on anybody. Who cares?
There's a lot of stuff you can do without a degree as well, like if you just have the work experience, but they require, you know,
But
that is
why?
unfortunate.
It's stupid.
It is
I don't
kind of
like it.
stupid.
So lie on that, people. Take the system. Overtake the system. 39.5% of people, personal details such as age, location, or name. Why would you lie about your name?
They're gonna have to sign you up, man. You know, that seems like such a bad idea. Maybe it's like a divorcee thing, or like they're, you know, switching back to their original name. Maybe I can see that, but otherwise, these people, look, people are nuts, dude. You know, people will lie about smaller things.
Last one I'll do here. 21% of people lie about employer references.
That I can see. I'm surprised that's not higher.
Because, well, I mean, have you ever had a job where people call your references?
I don't know. That they just haven't told me, but I don't think so. Maybe once.
I have had one of my dudes. He applied for some like government job, and they went through his references, and I was one of them, and they met up with me in person.
Oh, wow.
Like it was that serious of a job, where they
How
came
did it
to
go?
meet me. They asked if he was he had any anti-American views, and like did he do drugs, and
Oh,
it's kind of a
man.
standard thing. And it was like it was weird because I've never had someone call me for a reference, but then for them to want to meet up with me and discuss any anti-American beliefs and terrorism,
You could have totally
that was a thing.
screwed him, dude. You had
I
his
could.
back, huh?
I did.
Did he get the job?
He did.
Wow. Hey, you're a good reference then. You
I
did it.
am. Yeah,
Yeah.
use me as a reference. Honestly,
I
if
don't
you
want-
listen to the pod,
Don't use me as a reference. I won't pick up. Go ahead.
use me as a reference. If you listen to the podcast, I'm your reference, baby. I got you.
That's true. That's true, actually. I would support anybody who listens to the podcast who wants to use me as a reference just because, you know, it's like support for support.
Yeah.
Wow.
In the chat, they alluded to it, but being bilingual.
See? But some of us are. I think bilingual is believable. Once you start saying, or if you say you speak some like weird language that doesn't match your last name, then that's when they start asking you questions, dude. You know?
Like some white dude who speaks Japanese.
Yeah. Say he speaks French, your last name is Rodriguez. I'm gonna be like, how? Say something. Read this.
Yeah, read
In
this.
French.
Olympics are coming up.
They are.
We talked
this
about
week,
this. The
think.
reason why I bring it up is because my dude LeBron is the flag carrier for
Yeah,
the
boy.
U.S. men. Honestly, I'm like, I'm a big fan for that. I'm here for that. For someone to carry the flag at the age of 39, repping the country, carrying the country.
Yeah.
LeBron.
I think this is like what is one of the final things that LeBron hasn't been able to do yet, or like, you know, I think that's probably an honor for him because he's so good at basketball. He's like done all that stuff.
And now
He's
he's
got all the
carrying
awards.
flag.
Yeah.
And like you have to be nominated, and yeah. See, I don't want some fucking swimmer carrying the flag. It's like,
Nah,
whatever,
that's a
dude.
lame
Like,
sport.
Yeah.
I want to see what the men's basketball team is. Do they send the stars or is it like a bunch of randos and LeBron? How is the?
Not-
They try, right?
It's a pretty stacked squad. But the problem is like the country, like the world is caught up with basketball. So there was this whole thing of like when the Dream Team played, there were about
Chance
four
to get
NBA
one up,
players
Holloman
that
all
were
the
on
way.
national level, and then in the now it's about like 60 players around the world playing in the Olympics representing their country. So the world is caught up.
Yeah, I know all these names, so we have a pretty good team here.
Off name recognition alone, we're
Pretty
Gucci, baby.
much, yeah. I'm looking at these. I'm like, oh yeah, I know a lot of these guys. You know, pretty much all of them. And I don't
Okay.
even watch basketball, so that is a good sign.
I'm gonna read you some sports. I want you to tell me if this is actually an Olympic sport in 2024.
Okay, I kind of cheated, but okay,
You did? Okay, well let's see
we'll
it.
see.
Um, is boxing a 2024 Olympic sport?
Yes,
Okay. Is basketball 3-on-3 an Olympic sport?
no.
Oh, it is.
Wow, I thought that was a
Yeah, I
trick
know.
question. Nobody's
Judo?
watching that. That is, I think.
It is.
Okay.
Um, here's one that I'm kind of like, well, there's judo and there's taekwondo.
Yes.
What is the difference?
Judo is like mostly grappling and stuff. I think it's like wrestling,
Mm-hmm.
but a little
it's
more.
like if-
you know.
If you fight a judo person at a bar, they'll get on their back and say, "Come at me, bro."
Yeah, they're gonna get down on the floor like a baby and be like, "What's up? You don't even want this, dude."
Bring it.
You know, they're gonna wrap you up with their legs. Yeah, put you in an arm lock or something. Taekwondo, I think is probably more. Actually, I don't know. Maybe I should watch judo. We have YouTube TV that my dad gave us his login for, and when you go and you click the Olympics, it asks you what of the Olympic sports you want to record. And I was like, I just like basketball, swimming, and like I think the diving ones are kind of cool, gymnastics. But then I didn't click anymore. My girl was going crazy, just clicking all of them. I'm like, what? You gonna really watch this? You gonna watch
Yeah.
this sport? You know, there's a lot of stuff.
Okay, here's one. Is breakdancing an Olympic sport?
Yes,
I
and that's crazy.
know.
What? I was surprised. I had to look it up because I saw it on there, and I'm like, there's no fucking way. It's called breaking, is what
Yeah.
they call it.
Like
I'm gonna
I don't-
watch just to see what the hell, the best breakdancers of all the world. Okay, let's see.
but see, this is the problem: is that in the Olympics, like, I mean, it's probably same for gymnastics, but the problem is you're kind of at the mercy of the judge, and like, what if they're and breakdancing, I think, is more subjective than gymnastics. So
Probably.
like when you do the floor routine and you do all these things, that one I kind of get of why it would be scored, but like with breakdancing, it's like, what's your criteria?
But I think the people they have grading the breakdancers are like breakdancers, right? Or people who know about it because they have to be able to follow the technical part of it. Like when you watch like skateboarding, these dudes, they're like skateboard nerds, and they know they'll be like, oh, he just did like a dummy flippy hardcore style front
Yeah.
side 180, and it's like, oh, what the frick is that? I don't even know, right? They know all this stuff. So I'm assuming whoever's breakdancing is like used to be some breaker who can
But
tell me
how do
what's
you not have
happening.
How do you not have country bias?
Oh, yeah, that's true. Well, what if they come out like Jabberwockies, dude, and they're like, oh, they're so cool and everybody thinks they're badass? They're going to sweep it, you know?
Yeah. I mean, like, it just feels odd. Like, at some point, like the Olympics will make its way back into some like oppressed country, like the Middle East, and will you be allowed to breakdance in Qatar
Yeah, are you even allowed to practice?
or Bosnia? Like, can you dance there? I don't know.
I think they just don't get into certain sports probably over there, Like I don't think what did you say? Bosnia has a basketball team that's competing probably. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, but they might be like in the rowing, section
Yeah.
or whatever what have you, Tennis. You just need like one guy, so it's probably fine,
Can we all stop playing pickleball?
I'm okay with it.
I don't know if I'm tired of hearing about pickleball.
That is the true. Like everybody just shut up about it.
Everyone plays pickleball, and they will. It's become CrossFit.
Yeah.
It's become CrossFit because people will tell you about pickleball. They'll tell you they play it, and they talk about how it's for everybody.
And they'll tell you to come
And-
out, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, and I don't want to play pickleball. Stop asking me to play pickleball. I don't
Yeah.
want to do it.
I don't like that it's easy for everybody to get into.
The
I
whole
don't
point
want
of
that.
me- Yeah, the whole point of me playing something is I want to be significantly better
Yeah.
than someone who is older than me
I want
or
to
younger
gatekeep
than
it
me.
from people who are worse at it, you know?
Yeah.
I don't want some everybody's welcome old people sport. Get that shit out of here.
If Mildred can keep up and body me in pickleball,
Yeah.
I don't want it.
I don't want to play anything I can lose to an old lady in.
I get it if we're playing mahjong or we're playing like something, but I don't want pickleball in my life. And I'm not a
Maybe we
fan
should
of it,
try
dude.
it. Should we just go get like a starter kit and check it out?
Dude, it's a fucking event.
They have like meetups. I know.
There's a place where I went to go. I play basketball, and now the outdoor basketball courts are. It's
They've been
certain
converted.
days. Certain days is taken over by the pickleball people. I walked by, and they brought their own folding table, and they brought Portos.
Wow. See, that's the sophistication you get when you hang out with old people, though. They're bringing stuff, you know? They're going to bring like name brand stuff. You go play basketball, everybody's got their own water bottle. You're out for yourself.
You'll
When's
have
the
someone
last time
say,
someone got you Portos when you went to go play hoop up, you know?
Yeah, they'll actually ask to take a hit of your drink.
Yeah. Oh, waterfall.
Yeah.
I don't want that, you know? I'm too old for that shit. Don't drink out of my stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it was one thing when you're 16 or 17, but when you're in your 28 to 32 and someone asks for a hit of your drink playing basketball, I'm like, all right, do we have bigger problems here?
There's a fountain over there, dude. Leave me alone. Is that me being like antisocial? Because yeah, I'm like,
No.
no.
Well, I didn't like sharing drinks with people pre-COVID.
Yeah, I feel like
I
Larry
don't-
David or something when people ask me stuff like that, and I'm like, "Ugh, I don't want to. You know, that's like a Seinfeld answer to be like, no, you can't have a waterfall.
Yeah, but then you're the asshole.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
why are you the asshole? It's like,
You're
okay,
the asshole who didn't bring any water.
yeah.
You knew it was hot outside.
I love how I forget to record the video for the show.
That's okay. I have something great
It's
to
all right.
start off on. You ready? Did you click it?
You ready? Okay,
okay.
let's go.
Recording in progress.
Got it. Thank you,
Got it.
Zoom. Dude, I'll tell you what, man. I'm living on cloud 9 this
Mm-hmm.
last whole week. Do you know why?
Why?
I got a new couch.
You did.
I did. And you know what, dude? It sounds dumb. And when people say, "Oh, this burrito's life-changing." I'm like, "Ugh, save it." Right? But this couch, this has changed the game. Okay? I had a couch that was gifted to me by my parents. It was just like a cheap starter couch. Been living on it, just kind of dealing with it. You know when you have something that's like kind of shitty or like it's old, it's not great, but you're just like, whatever, it's fine. It works most of the time. I'm used to it. That was kind of the deal with my couch until my girl started like ripping on my couch and just telling me how shitty it was all the time, right? And just like really like being consistent with her messaging. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. This couch does suck. And so when we were planning to move into this place, we were going to play it slow and be smart about it. And we were literally standing across from my favorite furniture store. And I said, let's just go buy a couch, dude. And we did it. And so it came this week. We've been waiting. We have called this man from the couch store like 6 times for updates. It's finally here. And it's so freaking nice, dude. I forgot how nice it is to just lay down flat on a couch. You know? My old couch was too short. I couldn't lay flat on it.
Why not? Like, were your feet hanging off?
Yeah, like I would put my head on a big pillow, but then you know my head is over here and my legs would have to be up at an angle on top of the other like headrest on the end of the couch
Oh, the
because I couldn't
armrest, yeah.
stretch all the way. Yeah, armrest. Sorry. So like my legs would be up, so I was always like a V, you know, instead of like a flat
It's like-
legs.
It's like the old timey cartoons where the miner like that will sleep in the fucking tiny bed or in the bathtub.
Yeah. Yeah. I just
In
feel
the
like I was
trough?
sleeping like exactly. Like in a tub or something. And I just like, I'm not comfortable on all ends. And she was never comfortable. Every time we would sit for a movie, we'd be like, this is miserable. And now we've been spending so much time on the couch. I will literally just like wake up in the morning and just go chill on the couch. And I'm just sitting there. I was reading on it the other day. It's really, really nice.
You're reading.
I was reading on this thing because I'm just like, I just want to sit on it more. What can I do? I guess I'll fucking read a book, you know?
Reading. What were you
Yeah.
reading?
I'm reading the Martian Man Chronicles or something. It's about like, I'm honestly not too far in. It's just talking about some Martians in their cool house right now, but we're getting there.
Are you reading on an actual book or on your tablet?
No, it's an actual book.
Wow.
I like it. I like the smell of books. I've got some stuff out there on my bookshelf now, and so I just grab one and just start going through it. I use dollar bills as bookmarks, so just because
Fuck
it's
you,
pimp.
dude. You're so hoity-toity, huh?
I'm just fucking cool like that, man. So I just, I'm just really enjoying that. Also, another just separate house update for me. Have I ever told you about this dog that lives in my building? I mentioned this annoying ass dog.
No.
Okay, so there's a dog that lives directly above my apartment. Right, he's in the apartment right above me right now, and I believe it's the same layout as my apartment because they're not doing different units, whatever. And so I didn't notice it too much because I tend to go to bed late, but my girlfriend would keep complaining about this dog all the time. And so one of these days she had to go to bed early, and I listened to it, and it's just like barking bloody murder, like smashing across its cage, like just trying to bust out, dude. This fucking dog is miserable, and it's just barking for like 40 minutes. What do you do?
Nice.
What do you do, dude? Have you ever had a situation like this?
No. I mean, I wouldn't do anything because I can sleep through anything.
She cannot. So it's
Yeah.
like she's like asking me to go talk to them. Can you go upstairs and knock on their door and talk to them? And I'm like, ugh. This happened another time when we had to leave for the airport, and I went over there and I told them, I'm like, yo, like an angry knock. Y'all got to cut this out, dude, because I have to get up at 5 a.m. or whatever. And I went up there again. They didn't answer the door. We eventually put in a complaint with the building. But you know what? This story has a happy ending because they got in touch with them and they moved the dog cage into another room, and it doesn't keep us up anymore, dude. So it's like that plus the couch news. We're honestly living it up right now, dude. This is a happy household.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's really annoying.
Like, I feel bad for people like your girl who can't sleep through. Like I can sleep through anything.
Yeah. I mean,
I'll knock out.
I can't, but it's like I don't go to bed until I'm like falling asleep in my chair, and I'm like, oh shit, okay, time to go to bed. So I just drop, But she's like, she goes to bed early to get a full night's sleep, and it's hard with this freaking dog. But it's like we're just making changes. We decorated the living room, we got our new couch, we fixed the upstairs situation. Like I just feel like it's my stock is up right now, dude.
I'm looking at pictures of Winona Ryder shoplifting.
What
kinda
is
nice.
it? How does it look?
I don't want to share the screen and fuck it up, but I mean, she's wearing a nice hat and she's stealing.
What did she steal? Does it say?
It was clothes
She doesn't need to steal clothes. She's doing it for the
for the thrill,
rush.
right? Yeah, it's like wearing lingerie to work. It's like it's not for anyone else. It's for me because I know I feel sexy.
I am curious, like, what was it, designer stuff? Is she just stealing from, like, Costco? Like, where is she getting these clothes? Is it, like, Gucci? Like a Gucci belt?
Let's see, shoplifting. Let's see where we can.
Because I think if I'm a Winona Ryder, I'm not stealing anything unless it's worth, like, $300 at least, right?
Think so. I mean, that's what you think, but
Do you ever get the urge to steal?
no. She was shoplifting in Beverly Hills. She stole $5,500 worth of designer clothes
Hey, there
and
you go.
accessories from a Saks Fifth Avenue department store.
That is appropriate, at least. She was stealing from, like, a thrift store or something, I'd be mad at her. But, Beverly Hills, that's fine.
That's why Winona's Bay, dude. I'm like sticking it to Beverly Hills.
I saw a Pendleton blanket last week, and I was like, man, I want to steal this. Because it's too expensive to spend on a blanket, but I didn't do it.
How much is a Pendleton blanket?
Pendleton blankets, like, for the wool blanket, it's like, I don't know, $300 or something. For, like, the nice
Jeez.
one. Yeah, but they last you forever. Like, this is a blanket you will have for the rest of your life. It's pretty nice.
I hope so.
It's that Vato shit, dude. Pendleton,
Yeah, steal from corpse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I steal as in pirating.
Steal from dead bodies. You're right.
I pirate stuff. I think I'm doing my part.
What do you pirate these days?
I'll like download like a game or like I'll pirate like anime. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes software, but like I don't know. I've given into just like paying for subscriptions for certain things. So I used to like download Photoshop and just like install it on people's computers, you know. But that time is kind of past for me.
I will always remember downloading music for the first time, like on the Napster days.
Yeah.
I remember my first song I downloaded, and it was before we even knew it was illegal. I feel like it was just the Wild West.
Yeah.
Limp Bizkit.
Dude, I used to have a CD. It's a good choice.
I remember hearing Limp Bizkit, and it kind of opened up my music world. I was like, dude, I can listen to this whenever I want. And I remember ripping that, and I remember downloading Sugar Ray.
Wow, you really had some good taste, man. Sugar Ray, another one. Significant Other from Limp Bizkit. That's the album that I always think of. I had that shit on repeat.
Well, I mean, like that's kind of that break stuff, Nookie. That's
Oh
like,
yeah, so you can get that cookie.
yeah.
Shut it up
I
in
want-
air, something like that.
I wanted a red baseball cap so bad. I thought it was the coolest thing, and I was like, I want a red cap like Fred Durst. Fred Durst is giving, is what they would say today, with his red hat. Well, now it's all you associate red hat with MAGA or the Bloods, and you're like, like can't wear it anymore.
Did he always wear a red
Ruined.
hat? I guess he did.
He
Every
wore a red
picture
hat
of
a
him
lot
is with a
times.
red hat, pretty much.
Mhm.
Oh, there's a black hat right here.
Yeah, he switched it up to black.
He's got some
once in a
range.
while.
He's got some
Mhm.
range.
Yeah, he had range on the color gamut.
Yeah.
But we can watch breakdancing together. That would be pretty sweet.
I was gonna
And
say we
the
can
Olympics.
like talk about that. I think we should check it out. I actually have it set to record some of the Olympic stuff.
I have Peacock, and I think they're showing some of the
Oh, yeah.
Olympics,
Yeah.
so I can watch.
You know
guess
what
could
else I
watch
set
that.
to record?
What?
The Price is Right on YouTube TV. You can just have it record every episode. I'm gonna do it.
You
I
haven't
love The
started
Price
it
is
yet?
Right. No. I tried to watch today because I was sitting there
Mhm.
with my girlfriend eating breakfast, and I'm like, oh my god, is The Price is Right on? But it was 11. Classic. Right when it ends is when I get the urge to watch. Right. So I set a recorder, so it's gonna start tomorrow at 10. It's gonna record Price is Right for me, and I'm gonna watch that every day. I love that show. That reminds me of like childhood and being home with my family. You know, it's good
Okay,
vibes.
what's your favorite Price is Right game?
I think you've asked me this before, and I think I said Plinko I think is good, but it's not really like a good game. It's just like epic. I like the little yodeler guy where you have to stop him on time.
Yeah.
I also like don't have a specific one, but I just like the ones where you have to like. I mean, this is kind of a theme of Price is Right, but like when they put an item and you have to like guess if it's up or down on the price, and then you get something to like use for the other game. There's a bunch of them that
Yeah.
have that. But I love that. Also, I'm a sucker for the Showcase Showdown. I think it's like, dude, because somebody always gets fucked, with that bad
Yeah.
one. It's like, I'm just there, like, I'm feeling with them, that they get like a stupid Doughboy pool and some scooters or something. And the other guy gets like a jet airplane and a trip to
Yeah.
Jamaica. It's like, come on, dude.
There are prizes in the Showcase Showdown where I would have no applicable use for in an apartment.
Absolutely.
And I feel like everyone, I don't know how they do this, but I feel like everyone has a good poker face when it comes to seeing those shit prizes. Because they're like, yeah. Like, it's like, I would be sighing. Like, oh my God. I have to
no.
fucking,
Yeah.
like, I don't want to go to fucking, like, some podunk town. There's like this whole thing. And it's like, nah, I don't want
the
this.
trip to like Wyoming or something. It's like, what is this? And the other guy gets like a electric car and like a bench press or something. Like, I don't know. That seems pretty cool. Sometimes they miss, but that's what's funny.
There's a lot of misses. Last week, the internets went down. Cyberstrike. Were you
CrowdStrike?
impacted? Were you impacted in any way?
Me
CrowdStrike, yeah,
personally,
CrowdStrike.
no. My girlfriend was though. I guess their system at work was like down in the morning, and she was all stressed about it. Prior to even getting there, she was stressed about it and telling me, and I'm like, damn, that sucks, dude. Is Paramount Plus down? No? Okay, cool. My plans are still in order today.
Dude, planes weren't flying. There were doctor's appointments. I was reading on Reddit where people had to like hand print, print out on paper prescriptions and all these charts, and they had to like go into the backup because everything was fucking down. I was affected, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, I could not mobile order my Starbucks drink.
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
I had to go in there and get to the register and place the order, and I couldn't do a mobile order, and it was really sad. It was really
How
sad.
did you recover from that for the rest of your day? Like,
Well, I didn't.
you can't.
I just went home. I said if I have to order my drink in line, I'm going home. Called out of work.
Some days are just fucked, man, and you have to just start over. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seemed like it was really bad, and I just think, man, maybe I'm just not like into. I'm not a businessman enough for this to affect me or really give me problems. But you know, it seemed like it came and went for me.
Yeah.
Apparently, pretty
well,
bad. All the planes going down. I just saw something on the news today. That's right, the news. That these like the flights are still fucked up, and some people have been in like airports for like 2 days or something, and they're just pissed off. Can you imagine being stuck at the airport for 2 days? They're like, this dude was like, I've been wearing these clothes for 2 days. I need help. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my god, yeah, that sounds so bad. I would hate
sucks,
that.
dude. Yeah. I mean, being in the airport sucks in general, and then to be there for 2 days, you're like, ugh.
Sometimes I change my socks and underwear like more than once a day. I just like feeling fresh. Those people are crusty, dude, and they're getting irritable.
Well, if maybe these people will be made up to. CrowdStrike offers $10 Uber Eats gift card to partners as apology for global IT outage.
Just to their partners?
$10. CrowdStrike has offered some partners a $10 Uber Eats gift card as an apology. The update caused a blue screen of death when led to flights being delayed, hospital appointments being canceled,
That's
and
bad.
retailers losing out on sales around the world. You know what the best thing about this though is that when people went to redeem the gift cards, they were canceled.
Of course.
$10 for you losing dollars and dollars and dollars in business if you're a retail store, you missed
Yeah.
your flight, or a $10 Uber gift card which no longer exists. Which, by the way, what can you get with a $10 Uber gift card?
You can get a coffee. That's offensive. You can't even get food with that.
You can't.
You can get like half of a chicken sandwich somewhere.
That's bad news, dude.
Couple
It's like just
tacos.
$10.
Yeah,
$10.
that's a little light, dude. Uber Eats can do better. Or I mean, excuse me. You know what I'm saying?
CrowdStrike.
Yeah.
What is CrowdStrike?
It's like some internet thing. I don't know. I have no idea. Tell me.
I don't know.
They have
Like,
a cool logo with like an eagle on it or something. I know that.
Well, let's
Is a global cybersecurity leader with an advanced cloud-native platform for protecting endpoints, cloud workloads, identities, I struggled with that one, and data. So there you have it. Sounds
and
important.
Maybe you got a $10 gift card as an apology.
I'll check my email.
Well,
I could be a partner. I don't know.
you could be.
Depends what they mean by partner.
You want to hear a good ironic story?
Sure.
A woman who was given the Freedom of the City of London for her disability campaign says it is absurd she was unable to collect the award on stage due to not being offered an accessible ramp. Anna Landry has spoken to BBC London about how she was fighting back tears during the ceremony on Friday at Mansion House in the city. Ms. Landry, who describes herself as a wheelchair-using activist, researcher, and consultant, said it's the absolute irony to be granted the freedom of the city, but not the freedom of the room. You couldn't make it up. The City of London Corporation said it offered our sincerest apologies to Anna Landry for the inaccessible stage upon receiving her award. And there's a picture of her.
Is there a video?
There's a picture of her like pointing at the stage, and it's just stairs.
I'm dying to see this. Oh yeah, it's not even a big thing. They could have totally. They should have MacGyvered a ramp for her or something. You know, out of some chairs or something. That's like a 3-foot difference. That's
What's
pretty
the point?
funny.
lift her up on the stage.
Or just hand her the mic, I guess. Prop her up out front. But that just seems so bad. Like she wheeled out and nobody thought about it until she was already there.
I
Oh
just
my
want like,
God.
I mean, as you get older, you think when you're a kid and everyone's older, you think adults have it all together, and you would trust adults
Yeah.
with everything. The older I get, I realize I'm an adult, and I'm like, people trust me.
Well, not
this is-
you, but
Yeah,
you
I know, but like, just in general. I mean, when I watched TV as a kid, I saw Mr. Feeney and like other adults on TV being adults
Yeah.
and being responsible. And now, like, I used to say this about myself, but I don't think any of us are actual adults. What
Me
is
for
an
sure
adult?
no. I don't know.
Yeah, what is an adult? Like, we're all still playing Dungeons and Dragons and
Yeah.
talking about hentai, and I mean, we're doing this. Like we're all influencers. We're not really adults anymore.
One of my bigger stressors right now is my MMR. I'm trying to climb the ranks in this game that I play online. And I think about it. I'm like planning at night. I'm like, so I got to do differently, dude. I'm not thinking about kids or
No,
like property taxes and stuff. I'm not there yet.
I'm not. And then, well, this poor lady, Miss Landry, who moved to the UK 3 years ago after studying in Washington, D.C., received the award on Friday for her contribution to computer science and disability campaigning. After being told she wouldn't be able to receive her award on stage like the other recipients, the 25-year-old said was in shock and trying to figure out what to do. Do I leave? Say something? Make a scene? Both as a young disabled woman and someone who grew up working class who's not British, you feel a little on edge and belittled, surrounded by that pomp and circumstance.
She should have climbed up on there out of that chair, dude.
I know.
Made a scene. If she crawled out of her chair and onto the stage to accept it, that would have been like everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's not a bad idea. It's so posh, and I don't want to make a scene. I spent most of the ceremony trying not to start crying, and I'm usually really stoic
no.
about these things, as it happens so often.
Now I
This was
feel
a
bad.
straw that breaks the camel's back. It turned an honor into an indignity.
That sucks.
What are we gonna do for her?
We can send her a postcard from the show. Send her a sticker.
Yeah, honestly, that's. I don't even know what to say. Like, you work so hard, 25 years old, and you're gonna get your flowers, and you can't even reach your flowers.
Can't even
You're
get
just
on
out
the
of
stage.
reach. Yeah, because you're on the stage.
Nobody thought about it. The production guys and the grips or whatever weren't, nobody talked to each other.
I mean, I don't know, dude. It's kind of a bummer.
You know what else is a bummer?
What?
So check this out. I was in Malibu this week. And is that a funny transition for you?
It's like this poor girl is like, oh my god, like the can't get her award or flowers. Like,
Yeah.
let me tell you something, dude. Let me tell you about a problem I have. I'm in Malibu.
Let me tell you about my problems in Malibu, dude. So I
Let's
was in
do it. All right.
Malibu
Yeah.
this week. This is a Tuesday. No, I don't know. Whatever. This week, and I was there, and I was standing out on the deck, looking out onto the ocean, and just thinking, man, it's such a nice day. And then I looked down into the water, and you can see the water is so clear. I saw a fish swimming, like a big ass fish swimming through the water. I'm like, oh, that's so cool. And then I see a plastic bag, and I hear like my heart sunk, and I'm like, oh my god, this is like these things I see online, see on TikTok of people cleaning up the oceans. I have to do my part. So my girlfriend and I walked down to the beach, and we were just hanging out on the beach because the thing washed away. I missed it, and then it comes back, and I see this yellow bag floating through the ocean again through some of the foam, and I ran out, okay, and I snap up this bag like this, grabbing it with 2 fingers to be careful. Guess what it was, dude?
What?
It was a unwrapped up, untied bag of dog shit, dude.
Oh, dude.
I picked it up and I'm like, "Hey, babe, check it out." And she's like, "Dude, it's a bag of dog shit." And I'm like, it ruined the experience for me. I could have made a video. I could have been like virtue signaling to people about it and doing the whole thing, and it just totally took me out of it, dude. I'm not gonna lie. This is the first time I've like gone out of my way to do something good for the earth, and I feel like it just slapped me in the face.
Ironically enough, that was probably a biodegradable bag. And they
Yeah.
just sent it home.
And it was gonna nourish the fishes, you
Yeah.
know. And I try to, you know,
It helped you realize you're human.
it grounded me
Yeah.
in a good way, you know.
Staying close to the ground like the wheelchair girl who can't get up on stage.
Exactly. In that we relate.
Well, dude, I think that's a good place to end.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay,
On a high
cool.
note, right? On a high note.
Yeah.
Victor, oh, hold up. I have a show
Oh,
August
yeah.
3rd. I have a show August 3rd at the Pasadena Ice House. This is my plug. Come through. 5 p.m. I want to see you out there.
This man puts on a good show.
Come through. Victor, where can... Well, podcast peeps, we'll see you later. No, we have pillow talk for about 10, 15 minutes because I'm hungry and I'm not wearing pants.
As long as you can
We'll see you
last. Yeah.
We'll see you next week. Peace.
You know what I think is corny?
What?
People who put stickers on their car of what school their kid goes to elementary school. What the fuck is up with that?
I don't like decals at all. I think decals are terrible.
I have a CSUN license plate border, and I'm like, I should get rid of this shit because people are probably making fun of me all the time. But it's been the same one I've had on my car since whoever gave it to me, and I'm like, okay, I think it was my mom, and I put it on, like, oh, this is cool. But I think I have to change it out now because I've been laughing at people when I see them with like, oh, my kid goes to Oakswood Elementary. It's like,
Yeah.
who fucking cares? Am I being mean?
No. If I have kids, I want them to know that I'm not putting that shit on my car.
Yeah, don't bring me that. I don't
Yeah,
care.
Yeah. Like I don't want that. Maybe we'll put it on the fridge, maybe. But it's not going on the
lucky.
car.
No.
It just makes you look dumb.
Agreed. It's like, I mean, yeah, he's a smart kid, but he's like 8. Let's wait a little bit. Let's hold your horses here, people. He could still turn out to be like a, crackhead or something. We don't know.
No audio starting at 8:36. What the?
What time
What
is
is
it? Oh. Hello?
Yeah, I don't know. You're getting levels?
Yeah? Say something?
I'm saying something. Check,
yeah,
check,
I mean,
check,
I
check.
see you on there.
It looked like the stream froze on Twitch.
Yeah. Yep. No audio on my end either.
Uh-oh. Thank God it's pillow talk.
Well, yeah, right at the end, it seemed to have dropped. No audio. No
No
audio.
audio, no audio, no audio.
I didn't change anything. I don't know what's happening.
Uh-oh.
USB? Well,
No, it ain't me.
dude, nothing. I didn't do anything. I don't know what to do.
Or like, what if I refresh my screen?
Because, I don't want to end the stream and then restart. Because it's going to have
No,
like
hold
a
it.
separate session. It's just, what could I have done?
Yeah, the audio cut. Did I see us moving now?
Sometimes my internet can be weird. I don't know. Well, is it good now, or is it just is this the world telling us that there's no pillow talk today, or is it back? Because I don't know what to adjust. There's nothing. We're waving. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just test.
I see your levels on Streamlabs,
Mhm.
so I don't know. No audio still.
No audio still.
Okay.
I took us off mute, and that's the case. No audio, no audio.
Yeah, dude. I mean, here, let me.
Is there any switches you have?
I haven't even moved. There's literally nothing. I don't know. My stuff's all plugged in. I see it lighting up over there. All the devices are set correctly. We have no idea what's going on. Oh, that's you.
Yeah, that's me. No.
I don't know, dude. It's
Well, Maybe one day they'll hear us, but
I'm trying something else.
try one more thing.
I just tried 2 things. Any better? Anybody? We're trying 2 more things. Now?
Hmm. Nay.
Well, I guess the timing was good. I don't know. I don't know what else to do, dude. We'll have to do a test run next time before we start or something, because I don't know.
I guess so.
What's her name? Ashley Simpson do when she fucked up on stage and had to go? That's it. Well, here we go.
Yeah, just rhubarb.
Rhubarb. Well, I guess we'll just close it out then, huh?
Yeah.